Hi guys. So I'm thinking this time I'm gonna do kind of like a different kind. Last time I did a really jazz one. This time I think I'm gonna do a more like contemporary lyrical one. I already chose a song, cut the music and stuff. Um, I don't have too many ideas. I might do some masking just so you can like see how. Don't worry, it's fine if you can't watch it now. I'll post it later. Um, yeah, we don't have school today, so I thought I might as well. I might do some more next week too, since I don't have school all of next week because of Thanksgiving. So anyway, is After Effects worth it? I personally think it is for me since I am going into video editing and production. So, but it's very complicated. So if you're not like motivated to edit and to do it over and over again, it takes 10 years to figure the stuff out. So it's one of those things. After Effects, I'll help you guys. These are nice. If you watch these, then like I talk out loud while I do all of it. Hi, Ocean Eyes ILDC. I cannot remember your name. Have you said your name before? I'm really bad at remembering people's like real names. Okay, so anyway, here we go. I'll try not to talk too fast. So let me put the music in. So basically, this is the song that I'm using. Also, I can't see the chat, so like I'll go back and check at different points. So here we go. This is the music that I'm using. Alright, so that is the song we're doing. We're going to start on the bass, pretty simple. Again, like I said, I might do some masking at some point. I'm not exactly sure what I'm planning to do yet. So let's see. I'll also show you guys how to do some transitions and stuff. Okay. So make sure you're on third quality when you start. You can also use quarter. For me, third works perfectly fine. But anyways, okay, so. Okay, it's just. Now I'm going to take two. I think I'm going to use Twixtor here and blur my curves and have it like zoom in and back out for the first ones. So let's see. Sorry, got to find my thing. Let's see. It would have been in April. I'm trying to find video files copy. I made a copy a while ago, but I have too much random stuff on here. Alright, let's see. Okay, so it's just. I'm going to use, let's see, Maddie's is good. I think I want to use Fool Me Once. So I think I'm going to use the part where, let's see. That works. Okay. So I think I taught you guys how to use Twixtor and stuff a lot last time. But this time I'm not really going to use it for velocity. I'm just going to use it here. Okay. So first, when you use Twixtor, you got to pre-compose. Pre-compose here. Make sure you're selected Move All Attributes into the new composition. Here we go. If you're wondering what this little bar is, it's a plugin. It just makes it easier because I don't have to like go over to effects and presets and stuff. So let's see. Twixtor. I usually change the settings to contrast, edge enhance, motion weighted blend, and inverse with smart blend. And then I'll adjust this value in a little bit, but I think 10 might work. Yeah, that works. So there we go. And sometimes my Twixtor glitches a little bit and like pauses it, and I'm not really sure why. So if you all know what's happening there, just let me know. Okay, cool. It's. Okay, so now I need just. This is such like a pretty song too. I heard it the other day. It came on my home feed, and I was like, hey, I like this. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use like the end of Birthday, although Birthday has a lot of like really good parts you can use. Birthday's like really fun to use in intros for me. And I didn't need to scale that one since it's like already. Okay, wait, actually. Sorry, I'm just trying to find what it is, what I want to do. Oh, actually, here, I'm going to change my composition settings just a little bit. Okay. Trying to find a part I want to use. This thing's really nice to use, like this part. So yeah, I think I'll use right there. Okay, drag it over. Again, if anybody knows, like, how to fix that, drag it all the way down. All right. Remember, when you're using Twixtor pre-composed, if you don't know how to like download Twixtor, Renee, she's got a really good one. So I'm lazy and I'm just gonna like copy and paste my thing here. So okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some transitions here, just cause might as well. And I want to use, like, it's going to be a zoom out, but I want it to, like, pump in first. Whenever I use zoom out transitions, I use Blur curves, which is part of the Sapphire plugin. It's so much easier than trying to, like, do a bunch of null layers and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on motion blur on both the clips. The first clip, I'm going to add blur curves. And I'm going to keyframe the Z dist at 0.05. I know that looks kind of strange. And then I'm going to take this one and take this one down to 1.5 works. And actually, I forgot to change this to reflect. Okay. So obviously, you don't want your transition to look like that. So I'm going to go here, keyframe assistant, easy ease, and then I'm going to go over to the graph. So for the first one, I'm going to drag it, whoops, click on the little box here. Drag this up like that, and here, and you can always like check and make sure that's doing what you want it to. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna take this, and since I want it to pump in first, I'm gonna like drag it down past this one line here. Okay, so basically, okay, now I gotta do it on the other clip, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this and work with it from there. And that's actually perfect length. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag that out one keyframe. Okay. Cool. So it looks... Does that make sense? Here, let me see what y'all are saying. You use oceans too? Yes. Your After Effects editing would not be trash. It honestly just takes a long time. But, yeah, no, I like it. I like After Effects because there's just so much, like, I can do. I just love it. It's just fun for me. Too much to take. Do you guys want me to do some masking? I'll do that in a sec. I think I want to, like, each beat too much to take. I think I want to do something different on each one. So let's see. Sarah. Let's use shame. I use shame so much because I just like how it looks. Shame is just like so good for emotion. And lots of shame you actually have to like scale so it looks better. But let's see. Okay. Okay. Too much. I'm going to put a thing here just to test where that goes. Okay. And I'm going to do split screens here. Let's see, let's scale it just a tiny bit before I do that. So to scale, you press S on your keyboard, bring that up, position is P, and drag that there. That'll look a little better. Okay. Now I'm going to split that and duplicate it. Take this and the top clip. I'm just going to make a mask. I usually make it a little bigger on this side. I'm going to go up to View and Show Grid just so I know it's center. Go back to Position. and drag it until it meets that line there. And then I'm going to do position on the other side and drag that one out too. And now I can take the grid off. There we go. And I want it to I want to zoom in on this clip too. So I'm actually going to pre-compose these together just so that, and I don't want the blur mode curves on all of it. So I'm going to copy and paste my blur mode curves. Did I need to, yeah, I need to fix this. Whoops, I forgot to make it reflect. Sometimes I forget that when I copy the keyframes instead of the whatever. Okay. So let's take blur mode curves and put it on this clip too. Okay. And I don't need all that. I just need to take that out. Okay. Who's rendering? Sorry. Too much too. I think I want to use Chloe. What's it called? I can never remember what some of her solos are called. Into Me. There's some Chloe and Maddie solos that blend together in my mind. I cannot remember which one's Please and which one's Proof to save my life. It's so funny. I just Also, if you're want to cut a clip, I don't think I ever said this. You're gonna do, if you're on Mac, Command Shift D. I think on Windows it should be Control Shift D. It should be pretty much the same, but I'm not 100% positive. I haven't used PC in a while. Okay. Okay, too much. Let me. Okay, so let's see. And I think for this part, I want to use, I use this clip a lot, and I don't remember who used this clip first. It might have been Chloe Silver Spoons, but I'm not 100% positive. I just know I like using it now, if I can ever remember what season it's in. Because, it's called... You'd think after doing this for, a year, I'd remember what all the dances were called. Y'all, the college I want to go to that I applied early decision made this group chat with us, and we talked for 6 hours yesterday. Actually, I think this clip will work good. We literally talked all day. None of us were paying attention in class because we were all talking. But it was so nice to talk to other seniors during this, because I don't know, it was just fun. Okay, let's drag this over. Cool. And I'm actually going to slow this down. I'm not going to use Twixtor for this one. I'm just going to slow it down to, whoops, not 2000, 200. And I'm going to turn the optical flow on, so. And on that little beat, I'm going to do a different clip. So right here. There we go. Let me see what y'all are saying. There's drama. You guys have, oh my god, more haters. I remember I had a hate channel this one time, and it didn't even bother me. I was just, yeah. It was one of those things where, yeah, I'm just if someone wants to spend their time hating on me, go ahead. Okay. Let's see. Too much to take, too much to give. There's a little snap thing there. I think I'm going to use, where is it? Is There Still Hope? I use Is There Still Hope way too much in intros. It's just like perfect for intros. So like I use it so much. I really love the part like with Kindle and like the little head thing. But I might use this part with Kalani actually. Okay, cool. So I'm going to drag it over. This time I think I'm going to do a little velocity. It'll just make it look cleaner on that beat. So let's see. And I mean, you can do velocity manually. I just prefer to do it like this, just because. Okay, Twixter. Most of the stuff you do on After Effects, like, you can do it without plugins. It might make it a little harder sometimes, but you can. Okay. And I just like keep adjusting like where I want it to be. Cool. Alright, that works. Too much to bear. So too much. Let's see, let's go back. Let's actually go to duets and trios. I haven't used any yet. I try to like balance it unless I'm just doing like one or so. Let's see. Walking Through a Storm. I don't know if there's anything in here I want to use. Ooh, I think I can do some reverse clips here. I love reversing like right there. I have no clue why. Let's see. Okay. And remember, when you're reversing clips, you need to pre-compose it and then reverse. And I think there's like a regular reverse, but cool. Okay, too much too. I think I'll do like a paint splatter just so you can see how that works. There's probably a more effective way to do a paint splatter than I do, but I'm not really sure what it is, so let's see. Season 4's got a lot of good stuff, but I'm not really sure any of it's right for what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's actually go, let's go to Cameron. Cameron Breaking Free is like really good to use in intros like this. Musicality is like my thing that I'm good at, but like when I do it on here, it's like suddenly I forget all musicality. Okay. Let's see. Alright. I'm trying to decide what part to use there. I think I'll use this right here. I remember Cameron like holds a special place to me for this channel because one of the first things I did in the fandom was Skylar ALDC's ASC, and it was like a roleplay one, so like I was Cameron, and so Cameron just always holds a special place for me. Okay, And I'm actually going to slow this down just a tiny bit. Now I'll show you how to do a paint splatter, or at least how I do it. And again, like, this isn't like perfect or anything. I'm kind of just doing this to like show you how I do certain things. Okay. Alright, so first I'm going to duplicate this clip, put the bottom one in black and white. You won't be able to see it yet, of course. And I'm going to save that quickly. Now I'm going to go to import. I'm going to find one of my paint splatters. Let's see. I have no clue where all my paint splatters are. Let's find them. I've got 10,000 of them downloaded, so actually let's go here. Trying to find my stuff. Okay. I think I've got some in here. If not, I'll download a new one. Let's see what's in here. Again, like, I'm not really sure which one I want to use yet. That one might work. Oh, this one would look pretty. But I gotta first limit it. Okay, here, this works. Okay, so this is how I do paint splatters. So I put it over the clip here. Okay, so I'm actually gonna fit it to the comp. There we go. And now I'm gonna go here, blending mode. Whoops, wrong thing. It should be screen. I just clicked the wrong thing. Okay. So now I'm gonna align the bottom clip. I want the paint splatter to be a little bit over here, so I'm gonna move the position and just move it over so that it's on camera when I do it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-compose it. Put on color key. There we go. Edge feather. Yep, that works. And I'm going to take a mask and just mask that whole area. And then I'm going to drop shadow. And let's fix that there. And that's just how I make it like smooth. I think I might feather it just a tiny bit more. I just adjust this until it looks right. There we go. And it'll look better in full quality. Yeah, see, that looks much prettier in full quality than it does here. And I think I'm going to turn the exposure down a little bit on that one. And I'm going to place sharpen on this. There we go. Let's see what y'all are saying. You guys talk a lot. Oh my god, do you know how many people say, I wish I were Heather? Oh my god. Like, I've heard it 10,000 times, and before that, it was always like, like, people would always sing Heather's the Musical when I would come anywhere, and oh my god, it was a mess. Okay. Okay, oh no. Is the lyrics there? I think. So let's go back down to my thing. Okay, when will my intro giveaway be up? Okay, so that's a whole fun story. And I mean, I'm gonna put it up, of course. It's just like I've got to go and fix a bunch of stuff because all my files got moved again. So I've got to fix a bunch of stuff, but I've already chosen who like won the intro. So if you're curious, I'll tell you guys. Maybe not right now, of course, but yeah. Do you guys want some masking here? Yeah, that might be cute. All right. I noticed so much that like last time I was saying, "Oh, that might be cute," over and over again. I'm like, "Oh my God, Heather, what are you doing?" Let's go to patience, maybe. Maddie. I use Maddie solos a lot. Ooh, someone special. I love this dance. It just makes me happy. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the masking yet, but we'll figure it out. All right, so when you mask, this is what you do. And I'm going to use Roto brush because it is so much more fast. All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to pre-compose it. The reason you pre-compose when you mask is because like it needs to be the same frame rate, and of course if your project's not the same frame rate as your clip, then like it's gonna be weird. So let's put some Twixtor on, and I'm gonna make it slow. I might like have the text like go through here and under her. Whatever I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna go into this layer. Whoops, wrong layer. I clicked the wrong thing. And I'm gonna change this to full quality. I always work in full quality when I'm like doing stuff because it's easier. This is Roto Brush up here. So anyway, when it's green, that means it's getting it. Now, obviously, it's a little off, so I'm going to press Alt and it turns it red. And you're going to go around, and it should like follow what you're doing for the most part. So like it should get this. Whoops, wrong thing. Good thing it was my first time masking. And I'm just going to go frame by frame and adjust little things. And since I have Twixtor on and it's like really slow, I don't need to do a lot. So let's see. Just some tiny little adjustments here. Next frame. Masking can be quite tedious if you're like, if you have like your clip is like on the whole time and like full speed. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. And after this frame, it should be good enough. I might do one or two more. I can always, again, you can always go back and adjust this later. Let's do this one. And it'll look a little different when it's not in full quality. So like, there might be some things that look off in the masking, but okay. So this is probably good enough. But I'm gonna, for now, just to see my masking, I'm gonna duplicate it, turn it to monochrome, and then take Roto Brush off the bottom. Just make stuff easier. What's it doing? Okay, you know what? I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Now I'm gonna feather the Roto Brush just a little bit. See, and now it took the background off. Ooh, actually I've got some ideas. I can put some clips under this. Again, this is literally editing, me going, hey, you know what I should do? The masking looks good. It's not usually like that clean on third quality. Okay. Let's do, let's find a group. Not boss ladies. Can you imagine if I just like added boss ladies in there? It's so nice having everything like organized because I'm not great at organizing my stuff. Okay. Nah, I don't like that idea. Scrapping that idea. Oops. And I'll do some other stuff with that later. But anyway, that's kind of how you mask. And I think I'm going to end up putting text under this here. You can't see what my hands are doing, but. Okay, so what we have so far. Whenever love. I have no clue what she's saying there, but we're just gonna go with it. Ooh, we can make a heart on that. I love making hearts. Okay. Let's see. What can I do? Duets and trios. For some reason, my mind's like, oh, you should use that one, and it's not what I'm meaning to do. Okay, my shadow and me. If my words seem all over the place, it's because I had coffee and donuts today, and I never have coffee or donuts, so it was a very good plan. Okay. Scale that, move that. And again, if I was planning to do anything like with it, I would need to pre-compose it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Okay, for love, and this is gonna be fun. I love making hearts. I'm gonna go to, and it's kind of similar to how we did the, what's it called? So let's see. I want something where like they're hugging or sorta anything like that. We're Alright probably has something. I just need something where they're like close together, but like standing up. What about that could work? Okay. She might be saying lost, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna scale this. Get up. Okay, this is how you make a heart. So I'm gonna save it, and now I'm gonna go find my heart picture. Pretty sure that's what I have it saved as. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I'm gonna import my heart here. I'm gonna duplicate these. I'm gonna put the bottom as black and white. The heart should be okay right there. I might make it a little bigger maybe. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toggle this. Do you see this thing here? And I'm gonna change it to blending, whoops, not right. Mode, oh wait, wrong thing. track matte. Okay, so there we go. Obviously, that's not what we want it to look like. So now we're going to take it, we're going to pre-compose it, and we're going to do some other stuff to it so it stands out some more. So first we're going to do a drop shadow. We're going to bevel it, so layer styles, bevel and emboss. We're going to sharpen it. And see how it's already starting to like stand out some? And now I'm going to wiggle it, just like small wiggle position, just so it moves a tiny bit. And I'm going to have this one, what's it called? I'm going to change the exposure, bring it down, do contrast. This is just me getting it a little, bring the contrast up, brightness down. I'm going to blur it slightly. I don't want it that blurred, so I'm going to change the blur amount just a little bit. And there, now it's kind of standing out when you do it. Okay, so I want my heart to come in, so I'm going to scale it to 0. So keyframe 0, and I want it to be like 100 here. And obviously we're going to fix this, so we're going to go keyframe assistant, easy ease, go here, drag it up like this, turn on motion blur, toggle that up. Cool. Oops. Come on off. Let's see what y'all are saying. Do you guys have any questions on like what I've done so far? Tell me, Heather, what was I talking about when you asked that? Oh yeah, the whole thing with Charlie. See, I don't have TikTok, and I had no clue any of that was going on until like yesterday when someone in the fandom posted a video, and I was like, okay. Alright, so this is what we have so far. She's like mumbling her words, but that's okay. Da da da. Let's use a group. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Let's use collateral damage, which would be in season 5. I want the part where Maddie and Kenzie, there. Okay. Okay, actually, I'm gonna drag it up a little bit. I'm gonna do some velocity here, like where she's like looking up. Okay. Okay. Twixter. Y'all know how Twixter works at this point. Twixter's like literally a lifesaver. Whoops. Okay. Keyframe there. $250. And like it doesn't need to be perfect. You can always adjust your keyframes. Cool. This is looking kind of cute. Okay, I'm not aware. Everyone's texting me right now. Okay. Before, like, the fandom, I never, like, talked to anyone. It was crazy. I just literally didn't. Um, and now in the fandom, like, I'm literally always talking to people. Ooh, I can do, like, the little thing that I did, in my, what's it called intro? In my I Was Here, where I did, like, the split screen thing. Okay. Where should be around here? Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and this one can probably stay the whole time. So I'm gonna move the position over. Actually, let me turn on my grid first. I don't always use the grid, but when I'm not feeling symmetrical, then yeah, I'm gonna use the grid. Because I don't want it to be asymmetrical. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the rectangle tool again. There we go. I think I might be doing this too. Cool. I need another clip. Let's see. Oh, that was my chair. What is my chair doing? Lucky Star. I use Lucky Star a lot. I just need another one where, like, she's standing up. So let's see. I guess I don't have to use Chloe, but, like, I love Chloe. She's such, like, a sweet girl. Oh my gosh. Like, all the rest, not all the rest of them, that's a broad statement. Lots of the rest of the girls now have been, like, acting interesting. And I'm not going to hate on any of them because they're teenagers. I get it. They're just trying to fit in. But, like, seriously, they are role models to you guys. And so, and here they are doing all this. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put this clip under it, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. So, this is how I'm going to do, like, my little split screen thingies. First, I'm going to put motion tile on this one. And I'm actually not going to change my width, but I'm going to change my height to 500. Mirror edges. And let's do my position. Scale that here. And then reset it. And I mean, you don't have to, like, mirror the edges on that one. I just prefer to, since, like, I don't know, it just looks cleaner. And then let me just keyframe these the same. Oops. I don't know if I use 400 or 500, but I don't really think it matters. Oops. Okay. Cool. Let's see, what are y'all saying? I love you guys. Why are they? Yes, definitely. Your name is Alexis. All right. Ooh, I can use like a slide transition here. I love making slide transitions. You can use blur mode curves for those, but I actually don't, which people find weird. But I don't know. I prefer not using blur mode curves there. It just makes it, I don't know, I like it. Ooh, I love that part. Okay. Let's scale this. Okay, let me pre-compose these two things because I'm going to make my slide transition. All right, first turn on motion blur on both of them. Okay, so this is how you do a slide transition. Super easy. Layer, new, null object, put it above both of them. Okay. So you're gonna go probably around, so you're gonna go, change your pick width, put it there. So now so basically what that does is when I move my null layer, it's gonna move what's on these clips. So let me put on motion tile to both of these. 500, 500 in your edges. All right. So position, keyframe here as normal. And this, I'm just going to change it to like 1/800 and then I'll fix it instead. Let's see, is that right? Yeah. And then right on this one, you're going to keyframe 0. And over here, I'm going to keyframe back to 960. I just need to know when in the transition. Okay, so now you're going to go keyframe, assistant, easy ease here, and you're going to want to change it to speed graph. So now I'm going to zoom in on my timeline just a tiny bit. Take these, move them like this. Here we go. See, it just looks pretty. Oops. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and I think I'm going to have it the next one slide down. Okay, let's see. Left at the altar. Okay, let's use that. Drag it over. Put it under the null object. Okay, motion tile. Mirror edges. Motion blur on. And now I'm going to keyframe my position again. I'm actually, oops. There we go. I just gotta like fix this stuff. Whoops. Y'all, I'm stupid. I was like, why isn't that working? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, so these things are very this next section is very similar to the first part of the song, so it's so since it's very similar, I want to do the same effects that I did on this one. So obviously, so now we're on the I'm Not Alive, and the first thing I did on that would be was 2 split screens. So I need I'm Not. Okay, let me actually shorten this just a tiny bit. Okay. I'm Not. Let's see. Let's do a solo. Now we'll use Patience. I like Patience. I'm not the biggest fan of Maisie's dancing. I don't like hate her or anything. She's a really good dancer. It's just not my favorite. Okay. Okay, y'all know the drill for split screens at this point, since I've done it in both videos like 10 times. Me too lazy to turn on the grid. I might check it in a sec. Here, wait, let's... Okay, so far we have... Okay, Alive. So last time I did Alive, I did 2 separate clips there. So let's take, and it doesn't really matter what kinds we're doing. Let's see, We're Breathing. I love using the section of We're Breathing when they're both like on the floor. See, I don't mind the season 8 camera angles. Obviously they're not my favorite, but sometimes they can look really cool. Like this section, like the camera angle there looks so cool. I don't know, they're not the end of the world for me. I think I need to shorten this one just a little. Such a pretty song. I have a whole playlist of like it's called car playlist, and me and my sister listened to it in the car. And this one was just I accidentally added it one day, because I meant to add it to a different playlist, and I was like, hey, I like this song. It's just so bear. Oh no, I'm never lost. I'm not aware. Oh no, I'm not alive. Okay, alive. Live. Let's see. Let's use. Hey, no sign of life. I like that. Okay. Okay, and then we did like one little velocity thing on that one. So velocity we can do, I mean, it really doesn't matter. We haven't done anything with Ellie in a while. Let's do Am I Enough? Oh, one thing about After Effects. So if I want the clip to like be dragged on starting at the beginning, drag it on starting like over here on that. If you want it to drag on to where you are in the timeline, then drag it like that. Just a quick tip. Always make sure you mute your clips. That's probably a simple thing you'd think, but sometimes things happen. Yeah. Pre-compose. I like just talking to y'all. You guys, like, I don't know, you make me so happy. Cool. Let's see, are y'all talking? Yeah, I'm always on YouTube instead of class. Well, because class gets so boring. Like, I don't know, being on like calculus, I was literally just like texting all of calculus and instead of actually paying attention. I was taking notes, have no clue what the notes were about. I was just writing down what he was doing. Okay, we did a little reverse clip. Let's see what looks good reversed like that. Calypso's look really good reversed, but maybe Kenzie? Because her cry version? I don't know, I'm trying to incorporate a bunch of different people. Let's see. I might not use reverse clip here. I might use like a split screen. Alright, let's see. I love I'm not even explaining split screens anymore. What did I do next? I did my, whatever it's called. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna use that section in cheese history that everyone uses on that. It just would look really pretty right there, so I'm gonna do it. I love cheese history. I didn't have an opinion on it before I started my channel. I kind of just forgot it existed, but now, I don't know, I just love it. It's just so pretty and simple, and it's so pretty. Maddie's always been one of my favorites dancing-wise, just because of how clean she looks, but they're all so talented. When did I use it until? Yeah, use it there. Okay. If you don't remember how to do this, you do duplicate the clip, make the bottom one. Actually, I'll just go ahead and copy the effects that I did over here. So, let's see. I'm going to open that pre-comp. Wait, actually, I'm not going to open that pre-comp. Oops. Y'all, I'm a mess today. Okay. Bottom layer. Not that that really mattered, but okay. Go back over here. Where is my paint splatter? There it is. You gotta find the one I used, or I can use a different one, doesn't really matter. I think I used that. Okay. Transform. Fit to comp. Render mode. Screen. I'm gonna make it a little bigger actually, just so that I actually get Maddie in it. Cool. I'm actually gonna take it to the beginning of the clip. I literally forgot I was on live for a second, y'all. I literally talk out loud to myself while I edit so much that, yeah. If you remember what I did, I'm just going to copy and paste my effects over. Whoops. Pretty. And I'm going to fix some stuff here too. Just, again, it's not like you always... Okay. Now let me do my scales. 0, 100. Graphs are probably one of the hardest things to learn about After Effects when you start it. But once you get it, it's super easy. So when I'm doing this, if I was to drag it down like this, then the effect is going to start slow and come in fast. But I want it to start fast and then come in slow, so I'm going to change it up like this. Okay, now is the oh no. What did I do on that? Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's when I did that. Okay, so what I think I'm going to end up doing is when I do my text, I'm going to go in and put my you're watching under this clip here. The next one, I'm going to have channel name over under this one. So don't know what clip I'm gonna do yet. Whenever I'm masking, I prefer to use solos just because, I don't know, it makes it so much easier to mask. Because if you have like groups, then it's trying to like get all of the different shapes, especially when people are touching. I mean, it's possible. I do it sometimes, but it's just not fun. So, yeah. When I'm making intros, it's weird sometimes because like I don't support some of what like some of the girls do. I mean, I do not support what Kalani was doing, but I still edit with them, which sometimes I feel a little guilty for doing that. But it's yeah. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go here. If you guys remember how to do this, you go to full, open the layer. You can't mask if you're not in the layer with Roto Brush. So let's just, it'll get a basic idea. Roto Brush is so useful. It's just rotoscoping. I remember like I had no clue how to rotoscope forever. And once I figured it out, it's, oh my god, yeah, don't know how I was doing anything without it. So when you're working with hair, it's not such a big deal for me right now because it doesn't need to be perfect since I'm doing text under it. But if you're gonna like take the background out completely, then you're gonna want to like get this much cleaner. So you're gonna go here, hold this down, and go to Refine Edge Tool, and then you can go around the hair and any other parts of the body that are like really detailed. I'll do it sometimes, but I don't do it often. But only when I'm like need it masked really well. My sister's being loud, y'all. Okay. I always miss that. Okay. Next one. Whoops. Again, just little tiny adjustments. Sometimes it takes a while, especially when you're first learning how to do it, but at this point, it's just habit. Oops. Gotta fix everything. Hands are also something, and again, I'm not making it perfect, but that's perfectly fine, because all I'm doing is putting text under it. Okay, it's good enough. So remember what I did, I took out Refine Edge, and I put monochrome under it. And so you can see it looks pretty. But again, it's not perfect because I'm in third quality. See, mine like freezes at the beginning of the clip right there. So I always just move it to when like it's not frozen anymore. I have no clue why it does that. So DM me if you know why mine does that. Okay. Let's see what we have so far. And again, I think that's fine in full quality. Let's see. But I won't want to fix that if it's not. It's going to take it a second to load itself. Yeah, see, it's fine. And that little bit of black isn't going to matter because I'm probably going to change the coloring of the bottom back to, it's just so I can see the masking right now. Okay, the next thing I used, I just did a clip for the UR. So let's see, let's take a Duet. Season 6, I haven't really been in season 6. Ooh, I love Together as One. That duet is like, oh my god. Ooh, yes, Gracie, I just saw your Discord message, but it's like 16 minutes late I saw it because my thing came on. That would have been really good. I think I want to do like when they're smiling at each other. Like that, it's so cute. Bryn and Maddie worked so well together in this dance. Let's see, can I center it? Yeah. What did I do for the next part? Oh, I did the heart. Yeah, the heart's really fun. I love doing that. Let's see. It needs to be something that's like pretty in color. Let's see. Something that's like a really colorful duet. 2 sapphires maybe. Just like something that'll be a nice contrast when you're doing like light and dark. And it also needs to be one where they're like next to each other. But not like that. They need to be like even closer because the heart can only get so much. Let's see. I actually really love this duet. I know like it's like the duet that broke Dance Moms or whatever, but it's just so pretty. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Do you guys think 2 sapphires or wishbone should have won? See, I love the connection in wishbone. I don't think they used their faces as well as they could have in wishbone. 2 sapphires, the technique was so much better, but I feel like the emotional connection in wishbone was better. So I'm not sure. Okay, so if you remember what I did, I'm not sure what effects I used on the bottom layer of this one, so let me see. I'll just take this. And again, I'm probably going to address a bunch of this stuff, but just to fit my clips. Okay, now let me put my heart back in. After Effects is fun, y'all. I love it. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bigger. Not that big. And if you remember what I did, I went here, back mat, alpha invert, and see, like, it already, like, looks better because it's a colorful clip. But obviously I'm gonna fix some of that. I'm just gonna copy and paste my effects over. I just realized that like on my paint splatter before I didn't like do a scale transition, but it's fine. I'm gonna make this even darker. Because this is the one I did the scale transition on. It's fine, I'll leave it, it looked okay. Sometimes I forget to turn motion blur on, so at the end I like go through all the clips and just turn it on. That looks pretty. Okay, let me see what I was saying. Your brain says no to After Effects. Hi, Sparkle ALDC. You guys are my favorite people. I'm teaching you so much. I'm glad it's helping. I don't know. I'm just talking. I have no clue if this helps at all. It's just fun for me to like talk. How long have we been? We've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes. Oh my god. Intros take so long. Okay, you are. What did I do last time? I think I did velocity. Yeah, I did velocity. Okay, let's see. Should be simple enough. I actually really like Chasing Answers. I think I just like the song, but I don't know. It might not be right for this. This is a more lyrical intro. Let's see. Is there anything usable in this? This is such like the costumes also look really good on them. Oh, that'll work. Thank you for those who are like sticking with me through this. Obviously, I'm gonna put it up on my channel so like anyone can see it and like use it. Again, I really hope this stuff is helping. It's also fun for me to just sit here and talk to you, but oh wait. How long are you guys off for? Like, I don't know if you celebrate Thanksgiving in some of your countries. I'm not really sure, but if you do, how long are you guys off for? Like, we've got all week off, and like today we have off. Sort of. It was remediation, so like if you're failing a class, we had to go on Zoom. But other than that, we're not. Except for my math teacher, who was like, "Everyone needs to come on today. We're gonna actually learn." I'm like, I don't want to do calculus on my day off. So I woke up 5 minutes before calculus started and was literally had my camera off, getting dressed as he taught. Okay, I definitely want it to like end right there, so let me just keyframe that. But I need a little bit more of, yeah, the leg, so. Oops. And I have a really cool idea for the end. I want to show you guys how I did that because it's like a little complicated. I mean, you don't know what that is yet, but you'll see. Okay, my air, I did like the little uh, split screen drops. So I need solos. Okay, literally, Brooke solos are impossible to fit in an intro. I've tried. I mean, I don't like her solos anyways, but yeah. I keep using Maddie, but like again, her solos are so good to use in intros, especially like this, and like her both her lyrical and contemporary solos are fun to use in intros. I mean, wow, I can't talk. Her lyrical and jazz is what I meant to say. Ooh, my air, I can do the attitude turn. Let's see. Okay, so let's go to position. I actually am going to use my grid here for a second, just so that I can see what I'm doing. It's this line or this line? That line. Let me make sure that works. Nobody did it on this one. Okay, let me take my rectangle tool. Cool. Now same thing I did last time, motion tile. Change this to 400, mirror edges, motion blur, position, keyframe, around there. And I usually do it like when the next one's going to start, but it's not actually going to be there because it'll mostly be done by then because when I adjust the graph. I didn't do a lot of transitions in the last one, so I hope this is helping. Oh, when you're doing transitions for like position, you need to separate dimension. You need to separate the dimensions. If you want to use, I mean, when you're using speed graph, it's fine, but when you're using value graph, you need to separate. Okay. I was thinking maybe Golden Child. That one seems like it would be hard to use in intros, but it's actually quite easy. I say, and then it's going to be hard now that I said it. Okay, let's see. I guess the pancake would be nice. Do you guys dance? I know a lot of you do. I do. It must be so hard to like do this and like edit and rank if you don't know dance. Like, cause I know dance terms and stuff. I can't imagine what it would be like if you don't. Okay, I'm gonna put this under it. Turn on motion blur. Change my X position here. A little more that way. I think it's funny that like I actually like put my YouTube channel on my college applications. I don't know if you guys are planning to, but like it's kind of funny. Whoops. I don't know. I'm kind of proud of what I've done, and again, I would not be able to do this without you guys. You guys made this possible for me. Okay, so let's do the same, like, slide transitions. Let me see if you guys are talking. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's see. I know the last clip, I need something where they're, like, standing still-ish for what I'm about to do. Let's use Brady. I actually haven't used Brady in a while. Let's use Eyes on Me, and then I'll use PTSD for the end, for what I need to do. Let's see. Oh, that'd be pretty. Do you guys like watching these? I know a lot of the times you guys talk to each other, which I like. Okay, pre-compose that. Turn on motion blur on both of these. Make a null object. Put it over top. Set it. I guess I probably could have just used my other null object that I used down here, but you know, this works too. Change both of them. Pick whip there. The pick whip just like quickly parents it. Okay. P position. Oh, motion tile. Y'all, I always forget to put motion tile on them before I go back, and I always wonder, like, why is it? Oh, you have to put motion tile on things. Okay. Position. Keyframe here. Again, doesn't need to be perfect because like the transition's going to be quick. Whoops, wrong thing. Okay, keyframe resistant, easy ease. And I'm going to go back to my speed graph. Zoom in just a little. Do the same thing we did last time. Okay, now PTSD. And I want to find something where like his full body's on the screen. Let's see. But where he's just standing there still, and you'll see why. This thing's one of my favorite things to do. I literally had no clue how to do it. I knew the effect I needed to do, but I had no clue how to like do it. Like executing it was the hard part. And I'm actually gonna twixter this. Twixter this. It's like it's a verb. Okay, okay. Let me do my slide transition quickly. If you ever have any like questions about the specific transitions, just let me know and I'll go more in depth about them. They're all stuff you can like figure out how to do online. Whoops. Every time. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do for the last like little section. I want it like a sparkle to go down like this around his body. So this is how you do that. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pen tool here and you're gonna create like a mask around the side of the body. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect or anything, it's just a basic guide for it. And if your clip's slow enough, you don't need to like keyframe the mask and adjust it. So anyway, so like that should stay for the most part. Yeah, it's mostly good. It's still lined up at the bottom, which will be fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, I think it's light sweep. Nope. Light rays, okay. So this is weird. What I'm gonna do is, so you see like my mask here, where is it right now? Alright, this is where it is. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go down to your mask and you're gonna copy your mask here, or like you're gonna copy your mask path. And then you're gonna go to your center and you're gonna keyframe that and you're gonna paste the keyframes. And see, look, now it's gonna drag down his body like that. And when does my thing end? I need to see when my music ends. So my music ends over here. I want it to end probably around there. So I'm going to take this last keyframe, I'm going to highlight them all, take the last keyframe, and drag it out. Like that. Let it render itself. itself. Okay. Now, since I don't want it to be just like sitting there the whole time at the beginning of the thing, so I'm gonna go to my intensity, keyframe at 0, move my keyframe here, and my keyframe, I'm gonna take it 100. I'm gonna do the same thing at the end, keyframe it again, oops, and then again at 0. I hope that made somewhat sense. Now I'm going to cut everything right here. Okay, so this is the base with some transitions and some effects and stuff. Let's see what y'all are saying. Annie, you're so sweet. You guys are awesome. Oh, Elle, I forgot it's almost summer for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's our base. Now I'm going to go to my composition settings quickly and change this to 0, and I'm doing it to 2302. That was, what in the world did I just do? 0, 2302. And that just makes it so that it's like the same length. Cool, that looks pretty. So now let's go do my text, and like I said, I'm gonna like do it inside of my pre-comps, this pre-comp right there. So now I'm gonna go in here, and I don't know what it's doing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take monochrome off of that. I don't need it black and white. But I'm gonna do text, and I'm gonna do welcome to. Actually, I'm not gonna do ... Welcome to. I don't know what font to use. Let's see. Probably not Shoreline Script. And yeah, it doesn't actually like look like that. Cool. Drop shadow. It's kind of a dark clip, so it doesn't really need too much of a drop shadow, but see, it looks pretty. I'm actually gonna, and again, the masking doesn't look like that because it's like the beginning of the clip. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff to it just to make it a little prettier. I'm gonna do soft focus, but take the software down just a little. I'm actually gonna take this to full quality for a second just so I can see what I'm doing as I do it. Glow just a tiny bit. Like literally a tiny little bit. Like that. And then I'm gonna do a tiny little bit of wiggle. So it's moving a little. I'm gonna copy this stuff because I'm gonna need it. Actually, I'm just gonna copy and paste my text. Okay, so here's my welcome to. It's gotta render itself. And then channel name is gonna be under the next one. Next little pre-comp. This one. take monochrome off of that. Oops. Paste. Channel name. Make it smaller. Align it. Go back to my comp. Okay, I'll do enjoy in a second because it's going to be different than that one. And so what I'm going to do is I want my enjoy, I am going to like use the same text itself. Or did I just paste it? I'm not sure where I just pasted it, but I'm going to paste it here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it under there, and I want it under the null because I want it to like come in. Let's see. I don't know what I just did. So here, I'm going to turn on motion blur and parent it to the null. Oops. I've got this is where it gets a little weird because my transition's already happened. But let's see. Cool. Cool. Okay. So let me add my watermark, and then I'll make my coloring. When I do my watermark, this is just what I always do. I use Vogue. I change the font to 53. I put it near the bottom where I kind of want it. I go to Align. I do that. I change the opacity to 43. And then I add a regular drop shadow instead of a drop shadow. And I put it on top. What? Sorry, it's rendering. I love the render sound, don't you? It's absolutely, I mean, it's just, it hits me right. Okay, so I actually think that I'm also gonna do like a star, the stars overlay, but on the side. So let me remember where I put that. Okay, here we go. So let me put in the stars overlay. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Sorry. I have two downloaded, but I need the other one. Okay, so I'm going to do transform, fit to comp, blending mode, screen. I'm going to take my rectangle tool and I'm going to go draw a mask like that. That's about even. And I'm going to invert the mask. And then I'm going to go press add mask a few times, and then feather the mask. There we go. Now it's got a pretty little like outline. Ooh, forgot to mute it. I'm trying to wait until it watches it without rendering. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, where's two sapphires? I'm going to make my coloring, but I'm going to use it, I'm going to find two sapphires and use that as kind of my, like, base because it's got a black and white and that, and I need to make sure it's going to look right above all of them. So let's do a new layer, adjustment layer, all over the top. And I'm going to do looks, I'm going to go in and edit. We'll get there eventually. Okay, here we go. If you ever want like some of my like Magic Bullet looks colorings, like that's one that I have. Ooh, that might be pretty to use for this. I've got this one. These, if you ever want me to like give some of them away. I really like this one. Would this work for like the intro? That one looks pretty. Yeah, let's use this one. So now I gotta wait for it to render. It's gonna be rough, guys. But yeah, I usually make my colorings myself just because it's, I don't know, I can match it to the intro. This one's good enough with this coloring on it. I've got a few. Most of the time I actually make my colorings on Final Cut, which is why like there's only a few of those. I've got a bunch of different Final Cut colorings that I've made. I'll show those to you in a sec. Final Cut has been like crashing so much lately, and I have no clue why. Like I'll go to try to do anything, and it will crash. That's why I haven't been like uploading real videos because I can't like do anything. This is an amazing sound. I think I should have used this version of the audio instead. Don't you? I think it's perfect. My favorite part. Wow, this is truly something. It doesn't usually render this slow. I think it's because I'm streaming. It's just okay, one thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stars overlay, copy it, and put one of them on top of the adjustment layer. Okay, cool. That works. You'll see why I'm going to do that. So now I'm going to pre-compose literally all of this together. Put motion tile on all of it. And put a wiggle on it. I have no clue what plugin this wiggle preset's from, or if it's from After Effects itself. I just know that I use it a lot. So we're going to have to let it render again. While we're waiting, I guess I can say a few like small After Effects things that I like. After Effects. When you first start using After Effects, it's going to take a lot of time and patience to learn these things. I've been using After Effects for a little over a year now. I didn't really start using it that much until April when I got this laptop because this laptop works so much better with After Effects. But like I said, it takes time. I wouldn't suggest it if you don't have a lot of time on your hands or if you're not like completely committed. There is a lot you can do, but it takes so much time and practice. Um, just to get these little things. Like we make it look easy. It's not. Like I said, we've been out here for like 2 hours now making this. So yeah, when it's done and we've seen like the final copy, I'm gonna go ahead and log off and I'll post the like final copy when it's done. Hopefully Final Cut will work well enough, but I'm not gonna make you sit there while it like exports. But yeah. But I'll let you like see it first. I should make this a regular thing, or like I come and make the intros. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and export this. And so I'll log off. I guess I can talk to you guys for a few minutes if you want. Let's see, where are you? I know, right? Like whenever I try to, I don't know. It's hard when like I make an intro and I like when I give it to someone and then they'll like change their name the next day or something, and I'm like, really? Ooh, tortilla with beans. That sounds good. I want that instead. I had a donut for breakfast. Well, 2 donuts, which is why like I've got so much energy right now. But I love you guys. You guys are my favorites. Okay, so I'm probably gonna log off now. You guys can, yeah. Bye guys. I'll post the like final copy in a little bit.